And this is a Fox News alert. A nurse at the Dallas hospital where Ebola patient Thomas Eric Duncan was treated is sounding the alarm today. Now, she says her medical facility, like so many others here in America, are simply unequipped to handle this deadly virus. Take a look at this.
I just couldn't believe it. You know, in the second week of an Ebola crisis at my hospital, the only gear they're offering us at that time, and up until that time, is gear that is allowing our necks to be uncovered. And I just flat out asked several infectious disease nurses, I asked the CDC, why would I be wearing 2 pairs of gloves, 3 pairs of booties, a plastic suit covering my entire body, and then leave my neck hanging out this much so that something can potentially go close to my mouth or nose.
Now, my next guest is a member of the Nurses Union that has been very outspoken about the danger that is being posed to the medical professionals that are fighting on the front lines against this disease. National Nurses United co-president Jean Ross joins me to explain her concerns. The thing that came out at the hearing today, and thank you, my 3 sisters are nurses, so I know you do your work with the heart, you care about people, you're willing to put your life at risk, but not foolishly. But the thing that came out at the hearing today was when the CDC director was describing a situation where he was in full gear and they were spraying him down with chlorine. And then one of the members on the committee said, well, how do you spray down a nurse with chlorine if she has skin that is showing? What does that tell you about how out of touch the CDC is?
Well, I think we've seen how out of touch several, not just the CDC, but definitely our hospitals, who have been telling our nurses for some time now they're fully prepared, that they're not really. And so what we have been saying for some time now is you're not ready, you're not training us, there's no education, and please do something now. What we've been saying has been correct all along.
What about when nurses were literally using medical tape to cover up their necks? Why would they do that to you guys?
Nurses are inventive, creative people, and when you don't give us enough, we seek to find ways to cover ourselves.
But that's not safe.
Unfortunately, it was not. No, it's not. It is not, and we would recommend to all nurses that you only go in with the highest safety standard, and that indeed is what we're asking of President Obama. We've sent him a letter, and we want him to issue an executive order requiring strict adherence to a uniform national standard that all hospitals must comply with for safety for the nurses and the healthcare workers in this country.
Your group released a statement yesterday, and I'll read this line again. The nurses strongly feel unsupported, unprepared. You feel that you were lied to and deserted to handle this situation on your own. Can you elaborate on that?
That statement came from those Dallas nurses who were brave enough to come to us when they didn't know where else to go, especially when they heard their co-worker, Nina Pham, defamed as far as she broke protocol. There was no protocol to breach. So they came to us, and I will tell you that they are entirely correct. Other nurses in this country, not necessarily with Ebola, what's happening now, but certainly with other disorders like H1N1, we have sounded the alarm before saying, we are not ready, you have not trained us, and sadly, the bottom line seems to come before the things that we say are necessary.
I'm glad you're standing up for those nurses in the medical field. I think you're doing the right thing, and we thank you all for what you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you.